So this year, we were super excited. My dad and I, we started running trail cameras in about June, and we ended up getting quite a few good bucks on camera. We were excited. On one farm, we had 4 different shooters, and another farm, we had one good buck that was definitely a shooter, and then one that we decided that we were gonna pass. So our expectations for this year were super high. We were super excited and ready to just get out there and go hunting.
So one of the things we like to do is, Garrett and I run a small business called Heartland Habitat, where we burn CRP and put in food plots and stuff for other people. And so we spend a lot of time. I firmly believe in burning your CRP. Just what it does for your ground is amazing. It is such a better solution than disking or mowing. When you burn it, it comes in, it gives those ashes go down on the soil, give it a new base, and it breaks. A lot of your warm season grasses have to have that heat to actually split the seed open so they can grow. So the importance of burning that is huge. And we just kind of do what nature used to do, you know, with the whole prairie fires and stuff. So that's something that we do. We love to do it. We burn probably about 350 acres in the spring, and Garrett helps me with that all the time. And then through food plots, you know, it just, we love putting in our food plots. We put in white gold for everything, and a lot of my customers have had great luck putting the same thing in. So we spend a lot of time on the tractor and disking and seeding and doing whatever it takes. And our overall goal is just to improve our wildlife and give them the best habitat they can. And we like to see them grow, and obviously we like to hunt them. So I feel like, you know, if you're gonna do that, you better put some effort in and do your part.
Broke it in. Oh, broke it in. Another thing broke it in.
Yep. Yeah, the bolt. Everything is.
Welcome to us doing food plot.
So on one of our farms that we've hunted for years, we plant a food plot on top of the hill every single year. And on the other farm, we put up a new tree stand and a horizontal rub to try to pull the deer onto our farm even more to hopefully get a shot later in the year. So as the first hunt of the year approached, my dad and I decided that we were going to go to one of our favorite farms. We both killed good deer off there in the previous years, so we figured that we were going to go sit that spot. It's a super awesome farm. It is 2 big draws with deep creeks in them and a lot of timber. And then on the tops of the hills, we have some food plots. We have a white gold turnip and radish plot, and then we have a white gold clover plot. And we've killed multiple great bucks out of these plots for the past 3 years in a row. I cannot be more happy with this buck. Dad and I are just waiting. We had a couple does trickle through, and Dad goes, "Garrett, there's a big buck right here."
Last day of muzzleloader season. Nothing like waiting till the last minute. I'm pretty happy with it. That's a good deer. Yeah. Woo! What a deer.
So as we went to hunt our farm that we have our #1 hit list deer on, the wind just was not right for that, so we decided that we were going to stay out and try not to bug up that area. So we decided that we were going to go to another farm that we had another good shooter on.
All right, we went out this morning and set. I saw a possum, a coon, and a wood duck.
Yep.
So we're going tonight to see if we can see an actual deer. Garrett has got an itchy trigger finger ready to shoot a doe. We're going to see if maybe we can double up. We're going to one of our farms that we got quite a few does on, so it wouldn't hurt to kill a few does off of it anyway. So it's early in the season, and weather's beautiful. My truck says it's 54 degrees, 4:45, and we're rolling on. So hopefully, it's a gorgeous night. Yep. A lot better than working or sitting at home. We've been waiting for this all year.
Yeah.
You wanna rock it?
Let's rock it. All right, guys, we just got here to the farm, got all of our stuff in our bags and everything. We're getting ready to walk out here. Dad just got some pictures on his reveal camera. There's some does probably 150 yards away from the stand, so we're gonna try to sneak in there. Hopefully we don't bust anything out, but we'll see what happens. Let's see what we can get done. So as we were sitting there, we're waiting, and the does were not coming out, and it was weird. It was almost eerie how we were not seeing any deer. So the night just kept going on, and I was talking to Dad. I'm like, man, we should have went to a different place. And about that time, I looked up and I just saw a frame standing out in the food plot, and this was our #1 deer on this farm. Dad, right here, don't move. Don't move. That big 9 is right over here on the far side of the food plot. Don't move. I was waiting, and I didn't even ask Dad if he wanted to shoot him. I just grabbed my bow and I was ready, and Dad grabbed the camera and got onto the deer. As he was walking in, he'd stop and just look over at our blind. That I don't know if he was looking at our blind or if there's a mouse over there or something, but he didn't like something, so he would just stand there and look, and it felt like it was eternity that he was looking over there. And he was still working his way right to us perfectly, and I was kind of afraid that he would get too close and not give us a quartering away shot. But he got to 35 yards, and my dad went to talk to me, and I think he heard my dad. 35. So he startled and jumped over, and he was perfectly broadside to me. So I drew my bow. He turned around and looked at me. Then he went back and put his head down and started browsing on the turnips again, and that was whenever I shot him.
Dude, I think that looked good, man.
Dude, I think it did. There was a lot of blood coming out. Oh my gosh.
Hold on a minute.
That was a tall 9.
That's a big 9? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think I dropped my rangefinder. Oh, I don't even care. Oh my gosh.
That is crazy. That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
Dude, I was sitting here, I was thinking the whole time too, I'm like, oh, for sure God is just not gonna have a doe, a big buck's gonna walk out. And I looked over and I saw that frame. I was trying to tell you, and you were like, what? And you're moving around, I'm like, don't move. I'm like clinching up. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. As he was running away, I was super stoked. I was excited. This is definitely my biggest deer to date. So I called my mom and told her what had happened. She was super excited for me. So we packed up all of our stuff, got down and went to see if we could find blood where I shot him at. We're gonna go look at where I shot him at, see what we see for blood. We might track him a little ways, but if we go too far, we're probably just gonna back out because the shot was a little bit back. We looked back at the footage. It was a little further back than I really wanted. I think it's still a good shot. I think we definitely got lungs. Lots of penetration. Yeah. So we decided that we would track him a little ways, and we ended up finding my arrow probably 40 yards away from where I shot him. I didn't get a full pass through, but it was all the way into the other side of the ribs, so I knew that I had to have done quite a bit of damage. So my dad and I blood tracked him into the timber probably 30 yards, and we decided that we weren't gonna bump him or push him, so we took my arrow, put it right where we had the last blood, and we backed out. We went home and reviewed the footage on TV and got Drexel and Talon, and we came back out, and it didn't take us 10 minutes. We were on the blood trail and we found him dead 30 yards from where we stopped. He's right up here about 20 yards, so we're gonna walk up to him and see this stud.
First time you get your hands on it.
Oh my gosh.
I think he was dead when we quit.
Well, here he is, guys. Man, it was an awesome hunt. I mean, the first weekend of October, you love to see highs of 50s and lows of 30s. I mean, it was just exciting. That cold front really felt like you were in deer season, even this early. I feel like last year it was way warmer, but it was awesome to get out here, and I guess obviously it paid off, so I could not be more happy. Can't wait to get him in the truck and get him home. Now that I have my tag filled, I'm going to be filming Drexel and my dad quite a bit. Hopefully we can get my dad on our #1 hit list deer. He is a stud. So hopefully we have quite a few more deer to hit the ground this year.